amigos, amigas, friends, my friends, everybody. You know who this is? Of course, this is Thunder Rosa. And I want to introduce to all of you guys, all of you, this absolutely amazing channel. This is the Dre 41 Gaming channel. And if you haven't seen this, guys, you are watching Dre 41.
Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. I know you've had some success here on SmackDown, but I have some constructive criticism if you're mature enough to handle it.
I'd like to think I am. What is it?
I found some holes in your game. Several, in fact. And if you don't repair those holes, they'll get bigger and bigger and you'll never make it to the next level.
Really?
Yes, really. You can ignore what I'm saying and accept mediocrity, or you can take my advice, train hard, and better yourself.
I don't know. What do you get out of all this?
Other than the satisfaction of helping someone become the best version of themselves? Potentially a tag team partner. But only if you accept my help and address your weaknesses. I can make a slideshow if it'll help make this any clearer.
I don't think that will be necessary.
Okay, so what's your answer? Do you want my help or no?
I want to be the best I can be. So let's do this.
Great. I'm going to run you through an intense program of challenges that will pinpoint and correct each of your weaknesses. First up, your toughness. From what I've seen, it's lacking.
Agree to disagree.
No. Agree to agree. To fix this deficiency, I want you to go start a fight with Riddle and win. Got it?
All right.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of WWE2K22 MyRise. On this episode, I guess Drew Gulak wants me to be his apprentice for some reason, even though I'm the world champion. Well, universal champion, but let's not get technical. So I decided to take his advice and beat the hell out of Riddle backstage, which I just cannot stand Riddle. I don't know, something about his character, I just don't like his WWE version. So, put him through a table and put his head onto a steel chair and the back of his head on a steel chair. Fun times. I beat the dog shit out of him. Fun times meant by all. We love it.
I saw what you did against Riddle. Could have been worse.
I took down one of the toughest guys on the roster, and that's all you can say?
It was a step in the right direction, but you have more leaks in your boat to repair if you want to be the best version of yourself.
Okay, so what leak are we fixing next?
I see holes in your submission game. Prove me wrong in a submission match. And I'll be out there watching in person, so no shortcuts. Because...
Shortcuts are bad?
No, we've been over this. If you take shortcuts, you get cut short. Now come on, start paying attention and don't let me down.
And all of a sudden, Drew Gulak wants me to win a match by submission. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say I'm not a technical wrestler, but when was the last time you've seen Showtime do a submission to win a match? Okay, challenge accepted, it is what it is. So yeah, I decided to beat Claudio Castagnoli within an inch of his life and get the victory here. I mean, kind of difficult to do submissions when I've never done a submission in 2K22 before this match has happened, so I have no experience on how to do it. Of course, I had to pause the game to figure it out, but nonetheless, I was able to get the job done with a Fujiwara armbar. I'm going to New Japan. Fun times.
Nice win in the submission match last week. But when I was out there, I noticed you rely on reversals way too much. That's a hole in your game I didn't even know existed. You're turning out to be a bigger project than I thought.
You're not giving up on me, are you?
No, never. It's just going to take more work than anticipated. First, let's nip this reversal issue in the bud. In your next match, you're not allowed to use any reversals. Got it?
Yep, and no shortcuts, because if you take shortcuts, you get cut short.
There just might be hope for you after all.
Now, Drew Gulak is definitely getting out of pocket. And this match I'm supposed to win without using one reversal? Okay, I guess super aggressive Showtime is going to be utilized in this matchup against Lince Dorado. It's unfortunate. Lince's the homie. Shout out to him. Me and him had a little Twitter conversation in the DMs a couple of years ago. Definitely a cool guy. But in this game, I'm gonna have to beat his ass. Which I did, and I did it with a flawless victory, as you guys can see. Caught him with the show closer, then the 1-2-3. No reversals used. Gulak is proud of me.
You're progressing nicely with your training, but we still have more to fix.
Okay. What's next, coach?
We've talked a lot about shortcuts, and one of the ultimate shortcuts in sports entertainment is top rope maneuvers. You might remember my presentations on the risks these moves involve and my support of the no-fly zone.
Of course. How could I forget the NFZ?
Abbreviations are verbal shortcuts.
Oh, right. Sorry.
So your next match will be contested under no-fly zone rules for both you and your opponent. Let's see if your ground game can get the job done.
Okay. Let me get this straight. You don't want me to do any high-risk maneuvers when I'm a wrestler who doesn't do high-risk maneuvers? Okay, guess I just do what I regularly do. Destroy my opponents in the middle of the ring. Uwa Nation had to find that out once again. Kind of weird. In this MyRise, I kind of end up just facing the same people over and over again as if they only had a couple of people who could do voiceover. Very strange. But nonetheless, I beat the hell out of Uwa Nation and destroyed them and sent them back to Africa, where he says he come from. Well, allegedly. We're not going to talk about that. Let's keep going. So I caught him with a Blue Thunder Bomb and got the victory. Yay.
I have some bad news. You failed the Drew Gulak training program.
What do you mean? I did everything you told me to do. I passed all your tests.
Sorry, you just don't have what it takes. There were too many holes to fix and not enough time. I'll need to look elsewhere for a partner.
No, I will not accept this. I'm light years better than I was when we started training together, and you know it.
Okay. You passed your final test. Good job.
Huh?
Your last weakness was perseverance, but you just refused to accept failure. You're now truly ready to be my partner. Congratulations. I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
All right, now that the easy part is over, let's get to work. We have our first match teaming together next week. If you apply everything you learned, we'll be holding tag team gold in no time. Go celebrate for a few minutes, then we'll start breaking down film on our opponents. This is going to be fun.
So I'm assuming now we're going for the tag team titles, and that's an okay thing, I guess, to hold 3 titles? Yeah, with Gulak, it's whatever at this point. So I decided to skip past the tag team match because you know I was going to smoke their boots. It just happens, you know? And then we were able to get the 3 count, and now I guess we're a tag team? That kind of sucks, but thankfully enough, Drew Gulak decided to get a little testy with me and attack me from behind. Love to see it. I definitely appreciate the opportunity to beat the dog shit out of Drew Gulak. We love it.
Drew, you trained with your partner for weeks and finally teamed together tonight for the first time, but then, for some reason, you attacked him after the match. Can you explain why?
I'd be happy to. You see, when we were training together, everything was so easy for him, okay? No matter what test or challenge I threw at him, he passed with flying colors. And the whole time he had this attitude about it, almost like he was doing me the favor instead of the other way around. And then, when we finally teamed together, he just had to get the win, right? It was his way of trying to one-up me, because he thinks he's so great. Well, I've got news for him. He's not, and I'll prove it. Because he thought he passed all the tests, well, he didn't. I'm the final test, and this time, he's going to fail.
So, you're challenging him to a match?
Yes, but not just any match. I want to see if he actually learned anything. So I'm proposing a match with no shortcuts allowed, which means no running, no escaping the ring, and no top rope moves. Now we'll find out who's got holes in their game and who doesn't.
So now we come to find out that Drew Gulak is a hater just because I wrestle perfectly. Gonna be completely honest, in this cutscene, I kind of went a little bit wild. I'll let you guys hear exactly what I was saying on this one. Alright, so now Irish Whip, of course he's gonna Irish Whip me in the corner. What the hell? Oh wow! Oh wow, he just threw the referee out the ring. Oh man. Oh wow. Running attacks, huh? Oh, so you're gonna go up top. Wow. So everything he taught me not to do, he's gonna do to me. Oh wow, and then throw me out the ring. Okay, we love to see it. Then he beat my ass. He beat my ass. Oh god, why he beating my ass like this? Drew, what's going on? Dan, he was sitting there saying he was a best at. Wow, he did all that and then throw me in a side headlock. And the ref not gonna disqualify him? Wow. Okay, so I decided to continue to beat down and just do him the filthiest that I could. I mean, he tried to cheat, and as you guys can hear, I was a little bit excited about what he tried to do. But nonetheless, I walked away with the victory. Thank you guys for watching, and definitely subscribe if you're new here. I'll always have episodes like this every Friday with this tremendous voiceover. Y'all stay safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.